Forgot to take my siege tanks with me. Definitely want those. They'll help a lot. And here we are just outside of Orlan's base. Gonna engage there. He's got some awesome mercenary Vikings that are landing. And there's a nuke going down, so we are definitely gonna back out of that. And these are some cool looking tanks. Only 25 minerals remaining. And Orlan definitely wasted a nuke, but that's good news for us, because our army is still alive. Gonna build a bunch of supply depots there. And we're gonna lift off this command center and go fly it on over here. You don't really need to though, because you know this is pretty much the end of the mission. I got away with just pretty much this army that I have here. And you got a siege tank barreling down on you. And there's the armory that we definitely could have used earlier. And you're gonna want to back off there. And there's a Wraith, which is pretty cool. Luckily that Raven didn't drop any PDDs, that would have been bad for our health. Got our siege tank, only one left there. It's called the Siege Breaker. Sounds pretty intense, to be honest with you. And there's more of those Ravens, and he does have a BC, and it does not seem that we have enough anti-air to take it out. And that is stupidity by me with the SCVs there. So we're going to withdraw our forces, get some more anti-air. Goliaths are definitely great against air with their Hellfire missiles. I stupidly just decided to let my SCVs die because I'm so great to them. And here we definitely need another Merc compound because, well, I let mine die. And gonna build more Goliaths for that anti-air. Check the engineering bay. Almost all the upgrades are completed. Should have set the command center right over here. But of course, me being an idiot, I didn't. Gonna get some more Marines. I decided to bring an SCV, obviously, to repair what it can. Total of, I believe, 4 SCVs. Could be mistaken.
Upgrade complete.
Definitely want to get some Dust and Browders here. The Mercenary Goliath. I always lower the supply depots for no actual good reason. Just because it makes me feel a little bit better. I'm going to engage a small force here. Obviously at this point, you know, I'm feeling pretty comfy with my huge army. And all I know at this point is that there's a battle cruiser. So I'm going to try to kind of creep my way up here. Gather up my army. Take out this small bunker here and a Wraith getting in the way. Firebat's pretty much destroying everything. Siege Breaker doing some serious damage. And I'm not exactly worried about that. And there's a battle cruiser coming out of the fog of war. And I decided to focus fire that because those things are pretty serious business, although it went down fairly fast because of those Goliaths and Dustin Browders. I think we're going to call them Dustin Browders from now on. And the engineering bay upgrades are complete. Armory is getting there.
Base under attack.
And there's a planetary fortress and just a couple of troops here. Not too much to really cause any problems. Getting the siege breaker in position, although it only gets off one volley and then the planetary fortress goes down.
All right, I surrender. Just take your damn adjutant already.
I ought to do the universe a favor and put you down, Orlan. It's too bad I might need to hire you someday. Mira, do me a favor. Keep him on ice.
You got it, Raynor. I will keep the snake safe and sound for you. I will even do it for free.
Because we did get their Protoss research points. So that's 15 more achievement points, which is obviously always helpful.
Sir, the decrypted adjutant is back in the lab and ready to go.
Well, old girl. We dug you up on Tarsonis. Were you online during the Zerg attack? Do you remember anything about Arcturus Mengsk being involved?
Mengsk, Arcturus, ex-Confederate officer, civilian prospector, founder and leader of the Sons of Korhal terrorist group. Status, criminal. Accessing intercepted transmission 0081 to 0086 Alpha.
This is Duke. The emitters are secured and online.
Who authorized the use of psi emitters?
I did, Lieutenant.
What? The Confederates on Antigua were bad enough, but now you're gonna use the Zerg against an entire planet? This is insane!
She's right, man. Think this through.
I have thought it through. Believe me. You all have your orders. Carry them out. I will not be stopped. Not by you, or the Confederates, or the Protoss, or anyone. I will rule this sector, or see it burnt to ashes around me.
I can't believe it. We can nail Mengsk to the wall with this.
I can't believe it. That recording proves it's all true. Mengsk, Tarsonis, all of it. What will you do now?
Tell the people. Every man, woman, and child in the Dominion needs to know what their beloved Emperor is capable of.
The backlash will be awful. There'll be riots and uprisings everywhere. But that's just what you want, isn't it?
It's a start.
We have an option of 4 of them. And you've got some sort of planetary fortress. A flame turret. Wow. Seems pretty intense. Refineries produce Vespene 25% faster. This guy. Don't seem too fond of microfiltering. I assume this just makes it stronger? I can't tell what that does. Oh, and these are the flame turrets from some of the missions in the original Starcraft and Brood War, when you'll be traveling through those tunnels. And I think I'm going to go with the orbital depots, because can't tell you how many times I've needed to build supply depots all of a sudden, and it's caused problems with building my army, of course. Let's check out this spider mine. You guys can pause if you want to read the description at all. They're definitely cool little things, though.
Those goofy mercs are still using vultures, can you believe it? Damn things are death traps, even when you ain't got people shooting at you.
Careful now, Swan. My old vulture saved my skin more times than I care to remember. I ain't gonna listen to you trash talk a classic piece of engineering like that.
Classic? I suppose you can call them that. Of course, most folks like a bike that don't explode on them when the repeller seals freeze up, or the fuel cells start leaking radioactive waste. But hey, who cares if it's a classic, right?
No one likes a smart-ass, Swan.
Early for the vulture. There we go. Increases mine blast radius by 33%. And the trigger radius, wow. That's a nifty upgrade. Taking out all those Marines. Except for 2, I believe. And replenishable magazine. And you can replenish your mines for only 15 minerals apiece. Which is definitely pretty cool. Although I don't really think I'm going to use vultures too much. So, Sonic Lash, I already checked that out. Bought these. And bunkers hold 6 slots now instead of 4. Hillstorm batteries. Oh, that's definitely cool. Advanced construction. SCVs repair twice as fast. That seems like a good one to me. I don't think I would ever really use this too much. Probably be helpful in multiplayer though, of course. Though I think that'd be a little bit broken. So we're gonna get the repairing one. Gonna head over to the cantina now. See what Tychus has to say.
I gotta know, just what was it went down between you and Mengsk? Seems you boys were tight once.
I used to think Mengsk be a force for change. Fought alongside him right up until Tarsonis. That's where we crossed the line, by using Zerg to murder the whole planet. He left Kerrigan there to die because she called him out on it. Turned out he was just as rotten as the Confederacy ever was.
Damn. You sure know how to pick your friends, Jimmy.
Emperor, much has been written in regards to the tragic fall of Tarsonis. Toloski's investigative documentary, Imperial Dawn, even claims that you brought down the Confederate system by assuring Tarsonis' fall.
I've heard these conspiracy theories before, but the fact remains, the Zerg invaded Tarsonis en masse, and no force in the universe could have stopped their onslaught. It was a very terrible day.
Toloski's film highlights the seeming convenience of the aliens annihilating a corrupt government that you yourself spent a lifetime trying to overthrow.
Millions died that day, and you speak to me of convenience? Yes, I strove against the evils of the old Confederacy, but never with the object of personal gain. When I was called upon to take up the heavy burden of leadership, I did so only to ensure our continuing survival as a species.
Striking words from the Emperor himself. Up next, Zerglings allergic to lemon juice? Old wives' tale? Or new super weapon in the fight for humanity?
10 newscasts and get an achievement. And of course the Kate Lockwell portrait, which is pretty neat. But guys, thanks for watching. This has been the Cutthroat mission walkthrough here by Starcraft. Look forward to hopefully a couple of multiplayer games. Starcraft signing out.